Good morning, students. Today, we will continue the topic respiratory system in insect, but in different aspect. That is respiratory system in aquatic insect. कल हमने टेरेस्ट्रियल इंसेक्ट्स की बात की थी। आज हम एक्वेटिक इंसेक्ट की बात करेंगे कि एक्वेटिक इंसेक्ट में श्वसन कैसे होता है। उसी के संदर्भ में आज हम बात करेंगे। Respiration in aquatic insect. Aquatic insect obtain oxygen directly from air or from that dissolve in water. The structures or the special structures which are present for the purpose are respiratory siphon, hydrofuge hairs, air stores. These are the devices or the structures, special structures which are present in insect for the purpose of respiration in aquatic insect. The respiratory siphons. Most aquatic insects obtain oxygen from air by making frequent visit to the surface of water or by having semi-permanent connections. Siphon with the air, for example in mosquitoes larva. Hydrofuge hairs, the spiracles area develop special hairs having a coating of non-wettable wax on one side, enabling the larvae to stay in the water surface and expose their spiracles to the air. They store air in the pile of erect hydrofuge hairs. It enables the insects to remain submerged in water for longer time. For example, Culidae mosquito larvae, which contain hydrofuge hairs. Air bubbles. Some aquatic insects carry a bubble of air whenever they dive beneath the water surface. This bubble may be held under the elytra or it may be trapped against the body by specialized hairs. The bubbles usually covers one or more spiracles so the insect can breathe air from the bubble while submerged. For example, water beetles. These are the devices which are present in insects. Submerged condition, where the hair close over spiracles, preventing entry of water. In this situation, at surface, hairs separate by tension forces, spiracles exposed like this. Here is the hydrofuge hairs. These are the hairs or hydrofuge hairs, or these are the air bubbles which are present in the posterior side of the beetle. These are the structures of respiration for respiration. Oxygen dissolved in water, cutaneous respiration. In many aquatic larvae, which are given here in that picture, in many aquatic larvae, even when tracheal gills are present, Where the integument is extremely thin, respiration is accompanied by simple diffusion of gases through their skin, for example, in Chironomus larva. The tracheal gills, the immature stages of many aquatic insects, lack a distinct communication with the exterior, the spiracles being closed or absent. In such insects, there is an extensive network of fine trachea beneath the integument, either concentrated in some regions or distributed all over, as in tracheal gills of immature stages. Gills take an active part in respiratory activity, particularly in the summer months and when water is poor in oxygen. Limulate gills, mayflies, naiads, rectal gills in dragonflies, naiads, or filamentous gills in damselfly naiads. Here is the lamelated gills in mayfly. Here is lamelated gills. This is the naiad of mayfly. Rectal gills. Here is the rectal gills present in dragonfly naiad. Here is filamentous gills like this, which are present in damselfly naiads. So dragonfly, damselfly, and mayfly naiads have such type of structures which help in the respiration in aquatic mode of life. Blood gills. Thin blood-filled sacs without trachea project from the exceedingly thin body surface in some dipteran larvae. They help in the absorption of water, inorganic ions, and respiration. Is a trichopteran and dipteran maggot. Spiracular gills. It is the extension of the cuticle surrounding a spiracle and bearing a plastron connected to the tracheal system by aeropiles. Respiration in endoparasitic insects. In endoparasite insect may obtain their oxygen. Endoparasite insect may obtain their oxygen directly from the air outside the host or by diffusion through the cuticle from the surroundings host tissues. Caudal vesicles. In braconid larvae, the hindgut is everted through the anus to form a caudal vesicle. In some insects, like apentales, it is relatively thin-walled and closely associated with the heart, so that oxygen passing in is quickly carried around the body. In Cryptochaetum आइसरी डिप्टेरा के अंदर a parasite of scale insect, there are two caudal filaments which in the third instar larvae are 10 times as long as the body and are packed with tracheae. These filaments often get entangled with the host tracheae and so provide an easy path for oxygen transfer. Chalcidid Hymenoptera larvae are connected to the outside from the first instar onwards by the hollow egg pedicel, which projects through the host's body wall. Pneumatization. Immediately after ecdysis, the tracheal system will be filled with liquid. After some time it replaced by gas is called pneumatization. Chalcidids means Hymenoptera larvae are connected so the outside to the outside from the first instar onwards by the hollow egg pedicel, which projects through the host's body wall. This is all about the respiration in aquatic insects. Thank you very much.